So, okay, what are we going to do about this? First of all, we had a look at a job guarantee and training. Training is going to be very important in order to bring people to let them go through the transformation of the digital age. We have been looking at the universal basic income. The universal basic income is actually a kind of safety net for everyone in the economy. Universal basic income is basically the money that you would earn, but that you would get not based on your productivity, but just because you are a citizen of the country. It means that, for example, if you decide not to work or only work for a couple of hours a week, you would still get a base income. Let's say, for example, that the universal base income of a wealthy nation, let's say Norway, is $1,000. That is enough to survive. Of course, it is very limited, but at least you would not have to go out and beg or steal. It is money that can get that would be guaranteed. Now, if you would only work a couple of hours a week because you have kids and to take care of your elderly mother, then at that point, universal basic income would probably would then be that, okay, so you would make, let's say, $100 a week. For 4 weeks you make $400, but then universal basic income would kick in and would supplement your income with $600. Now, obviously, this is a expensive measure, but it is something that we can seriously look at, because if AI, if IoT, and if these other technological developments, and if globalization is going to take place, then what we will see is that a lot of people are going to be left out in the cold. The taxi drivers, the white collar workers working in legal profession, in accounting profession. These jobs can be automated, and it doesn't mean that they will be completely disappearing because of the information, but there will be fewer hours to be spent. The same is true for shop clerks. If you see this Amazon or automated shops are going to take hold, these people will be victim, and what we can do is say, okay, well, basically they don't fit into the system anymore, but we can also try and re-educate them. Now, obviously, this will be the case for younger people because they have a long career ahead of them. But what happens if people who are in their 60s, who are at the end of their career, is it worthwhile to invest heavily into their education or not? Those are questions that we need to ask. So it's very likely that people, taxi drivers, shop staff, who are at the end of their career, that they will get in trouble because they will not be able to catch up with new technology. So education will be vital for them to be re-employed. Now that takes time, and to bridge that gap, it could take half a year, maybe even longer. But how are they going to bridge that gap? We saw that in Tokyo, about 50% of the inhabitants has less than 1 million yen in savings. So that actually will not last you a year. So these people are very, very vulnerable. Their financial situation is very fragile, and change is going to happen. So universal basic income would be a system that could benefit these people and would give them the time to become productive in a different sector. But that's going to take money. And where are we going to get that money from? This is something that makes us look at the tax system. As mentioned before, taxes being paid, quite high percentage of taxes being levied over income, over middle incomes, over people who are regular workers who don't have the luxury of using tax havens. Those are things that benefit the rich, but the regular people, they don't have that benefit, and that means that with the gap between rich and poor growing more and more, that more money is getting into the hands of fewer people, which means that actually a bigger share of our company will not be taxed, of our economy will not be taxed. So where are we going to get the money to get this basic income, this universal basic income? And today I would like to take a look at taxation, and I would like to start with Andrew Yang in a video on how are we going to accept, how are we going to finance a universal basic income. That's on slide 6 in your son. And that's a slide with taxation. I don't know if you can see it.
The issue is taxation cannot solving answer solution for every middle class people. We discussed universal basic income might be much more focused on more poor people. Like we discussed on Saturday, in Germany, middle class people is losing their position because factory moving for Poland. So kind of those people, how we're going to handle for their more, saving their vulnerability for their income. And one solution is, of course, this is what you said, we try to protect their employment, but actually there are many people losing jobs because of the company does not need them. And the issue is 50s or 60s people, they do not have skills for their future. It means that it's really difficult to give them new additional skills for them because of age, and especially furthermore, we have senior people are increasing. So those issues we need to be considered, right?
Yeah.
So this is not to be covered by increasing tax, and including we consider for the titans, Facebook, Amazon, they're going to get a lot of money without paying tax, but those things cannot be solution for those middle income people. So this is our largest concern, what we're thinking about. Then our discussion moving toward to how we're going to save them. It means we're going to consider for jobs for their future. It means maybe we can provide them not only building guard, and not only the salespeople in shopping store, but also we can provide them additional like outsourcing business, and also we can provide them senior people care system. We were going to have a tremendous number of people who are going to be getting shortage. So he tried to looking for the job opportunity for them instead of universal basic income, like kind of $1,000 for a month for them. Maybe we can provide them new business opportunity. This is our conclusion last Saturday. So furthermore, do we need to consider? Of course, younger people, we can give them, provide skills for the IT industry, IT technology, so forth. And so we need to much more focus on middle age and senior older people. And this might so far we're going to have the answer for those issues, right?
Right.